Welcome to another podcast of A to Speed. Today we are going to talk about the impact of budget changes year 2023 related to overseas education. So, as part of the liberalized remittance scheme (LRS) until May 2023, any money remitted overseas attract a TCS, that is tax collected at source, of 5% when the amount is more than 7 lakhs. So this could be related to foreign trips, investing overseas, or sending money abroad, and remittances overseas except for education and medical expenses. So until now, any remittances made for education and medical purposes has a TCS of 0.5%, irrespective of the amount. Either it is less than 7 lakhs or more than 7 lakhs. So what is the change? So as part of this budget, the 7 lakhs bracket is removed. So irrespective of the amount that is being remitted outside, if it is not a direct education or a medical purpose, the TCS is hiked from current 5% to 20%. So what is the impact on overseas education? So if you are applying for an education loan that is paid abroad, even if it is more than 7 lakhs, it is only 0.5% TCS because it's a direct education expense. So any expenses related to that, like for example, hostel expenses, which is being paid as part of the education loan, will attract only zero point 0.5 TCS. But if your child is staying outside of the school or the college, taken his or her own accommodation, then there'll be no receipts available for accommodation. In that case, whatever the amount that is paid will not be taken as part of the educational purpose. So that is the important difference that we see. So apart from the accommodation, whatever the living expenses will also, whatever the money being remitted, will attract a TCS of 20%. So this levy is a tax collected at source. It's not a direct taxation. So it can be adjusted with one's tax liability of that financial year. For example, if a TCS of overseas remittance is 50,000, it can be adjusted with a total tax liability of example 80,000 just by paying the remaining 30,000. On the downside, it can be claimed only at the end of the financial year, so it might impact the cash flow for that particular year. So overall, what we see as an impact is that the overall cost of education is likely to go high, irrespective of whether you can adjust your taxation at the end of the financial year. You are most likely to send more money because there is a tax deducted at source for the remittances made outside if you cannot produce a receipt for direct educational expenses. So this could potentially increase the cost of education, likely by 10 to 15% per year. And what are the different ways, or what are the best ways to address this problem? If your child is already studying abroad, you can plan sending the money remittances before this kickstart of this levy, which is from July 1st of 2023. If you're planning to send your child after this threshold, then you can check and apply for grants in universities and colleges, which we call it as stipends in India. Check if there is any grants that is available for living expenses, and pick a country or a state that supports or encourages part-time work. So this could also bring down the remittances that's been sent from the home country, and also ensure the school is in the vicinity in a neighborhood that offers good part-time jobs, because it's no point having a university which is far away where your child has to travel 1 or 2 hours to and fro, which should most likely impact the studies as well. And lastly, ensure the university offers good accommodation that is both cost effective and also efficient for the long term, since this can be tagged directly as under the educational expenses. So that's it for today. See you again in another podcast. Thank you.